just a good old boy.
Hey y'all, well, we're baling hay with the new 5S. Let's see, 5S.135 or 5S 135, 135 horse 5S. This one's got the Dyna 4 manual spools. You can order all this how you want it. You can get it fully teched out or less tech without the joystick or anything in here if you want it that way. This one's kind of mediocre, right down the middle. It's got some of the higher tech features with some of the lower tech features. It's just all on what you want out of the tractor and how much technology you like. I'm kind of, when it's working I love it, but when it don't work I hate it. It's one, for me, a lot of people can't stand it either way, but they've got the option to where you can make it how you want it. Bag it there. This one I really like. I'm liking it a lot because I can use, I've got forward and reverse functions here on the joystick. I'll show y'all in a minute. I get a little better ground. That allow me to change directions just from this joystick, and I don't have to take my hands off of it. The one thing I would add to it, that this particular tractor, they ordered it this way to suit people. My dad, like my dad, he don't like the extra tech stuff. He likes a little more plain tractor, so he would love this, which I'm fine with it. I mean, if we bought this tractor, I would be perfectly fine with this setup the way it is. The thing I was least expecting though is I really like this joystick, and it's turned out to be probably one of my favorite things about this tractor, with the easiness that it makes things, just especially baling hay, because I can stop with my brake to clutch, which is just use your brakes. Get y'all down. We're about to be full here in just a minute, and I'll show y'all everything I'm doing here. The easiest way to show y'all. That way y'all can see what I got going on. This thing works good too for loader, because this is all your loader joystick here. And you got everything right there. That's live third function if you're using it. Alright, it's beeping. All I got to push is my brakes, and then to change gears, push that, tractor backs up, push the brake again, we stop, dump, close, push that, change directions, let off the brake, go. I ain't got to worry about a power shuttle no more. I ain't got to worry about clutch, pushing the clutch in with my left foot all day. I can just do it all right there off that one little joystick. Get back in here and we go again. And then the other thing is, it's just like right now I'm running 3A. We're gonna bump up, we're gonna run 3B, 7 mile an hour. So now we're up to 7 mile an hour, and I can change that right here. And if I want to change gears, slow down, just push negative, and I can slow down right there. And I ain't got to reach over to a different something else. I can keep everything's on the one handle other than the hydraulics. And I'm pretty sure you can get a spool valve, electric spool valve on this thing. Nope, didn't move. That's what I figured. That thing's giving trouble tying. But so far, that's been my favorite thing. Power. That's what biggest thing I've been wanting to find out with this baler is how much power do I actually need to run this thing like I would like to run it comfortably. This is the 135. Honestly, I think I could get by with the 120 horse version just fine, and it would do everything I need to do. This one, I can't even tell that anything's there yet that I've even hooked to it. And it don't matter if I'm going uphill or whatever, it don't even phase this tractor at all. So I've been thoroughly pleased with the power. Fuel, it seems like it's doing really good there too. Dad was cutting with a 3-point the other day, and on the McCormick, and I ain't exactly sure how many gallons this tractor holds, but it's around the same thing that it holds. And he had to get diesel, and I still had between a quarter and a half a tank when we got done, and he had to stop and get refilled mowing, and I never did. Deactivated my thing. Let me back up here. Try to get this thing to where I ain't got to worry about these bales rolling away. And the other thing that was really important to me was the ride quality. I wanted something a little better ride quality than my old one going forward. And this one, I didn't know nothing about these Midas tires before, because I'd never ridden in a tractor with Midas tires or been near them. But I may, when we do trade or whatever, I may just order it with these, because I really like the ride of these, even going down the road. The trail boards will bounce a little bit going down the road. The Michelins don't bounce, but they ride really rough. The trail boards ride smooth, extremely smooth on the field. This one seems to have the best of both worlds. Now, I don't know what it would do on the wire. Now, the wire on the trail boards has been really good, and it's really good on the Michelins too. But neither one of them have everything, I guess you could say. Now these, if these wear good, they've got good road travel, good field travel, and they, I don't know about the wire, but if they wear good, they would have good wire, so they'd be the best ones I've ran on one. So the only thing I'd tell, that'd be time if we bought one, but I really like them so far. But I don't know, and this thing's perfect for this baler. It runs this baler. My other one, I've never been able to get full potential out of it because it's just not quite big enough. I mean, it'll do it, but it's just not quite big enough to get the full potential out of the baler, really. And today I've really seen the difference of it. So I'm thinking about for me personally, what I need is a 5S 125, if that's what they've gone to instead of 120. I don't know, or basically 5612 or 5712 equivalent, or whatever that is, in the new 5S series. It'd be the one under this one. And then I would like it to have this joystick with one spool valve on it, if that's available, without having to add the double joysticks. They have, I know the deluxe, or the fanciest cab they have, it has two joysticks, this one for the loader, and then it has one main control that works the transmission and everything. I like just having the one, and if you could just add a spool valve, which I haven't asked them, you might be able to this, and just have just the one would be ideal for me. But so far, so good. I like it. But back to the fuel, it seems like it's doing really good on fuel too. This is a 4-cylinder AGCO engine instead of the 3-cylinder like the 4710 has. Now all the 5000 series, if I'm not mistaken, in AGCO run 4-cylinder engines. DEF-wise, it don't burn nothing like the other one, the 4710 does, as far as consumption. Either that or it's got a way bigger tank, one. But I mean, by what I put in it this morning cutting, if it ain't burning no more than that tractor. And then it's got a big enough tank where I ain't got to stop and refill it half or 3/4 through the day. So that's nice. But the air conditioning's a lot better in this one versus the 4710. It's got air conditioning kind of like, or heat cooling unit just like my 5400 has, which seems to be, or a lot more like what I'm used to in it. And I like it a lot better than I do the Global Series unit that we have in our older 4710. Now they've upgraded all that and changed everything on that tractor. And I've even asked them the other day about how much it would run me to upgrade it to the new unit, and it wasn't cheap, but I don't know. If we keep that tractor long term, we may end up upgrading it. I can upgrade. The biggest problem I have is the filter box. It allows dirt to get around the filter some, and then I have issues with that, with it plugging up the evaporator core, and I have to take it completely apart in the top ever so often and wash it out to keep it to where I can keep it cooling real good. They updated that right after that one was made, and fixed all that, changed the filter design and everything. Mine is the old original 4700 Global Series. We bought the first one, I think they sold in North Georgia, if I'm not mistaken, back yonder. And I got it. I love that tractor, other than the one issue I had with it and whatnot, but and then the air conditioning a little bit, but it does good so far. I like it, and I like it too good. That's the problem.
Oh, Lord.
I like it too good. I can't afford a bike right now, but boy, I sure want to. But I can't. That's the whole problem. It sure has been efficient too. We've been baling all day. Say 6 hours.
You know,
6 hours I've burnt.
3 gallons.
No.
4. Yeah, it was 4.
No, we've burnt almost a quarter of a tank. And I've burnt 1 bar of def. If I've actually, no, I have not burnt any bars of def. So I've burnt almost a quarter of a tank and 1 bar of def of fuel baling for 6 hours.
That's nuts, guys.
And it's got power. I hadn't had to downshift one time today for lack of power at all. And it sure rides a lot better than my other one. I couldn't even begin to run as fast as I have today with that other one, just alone by the ride of it versus this one. We'll be back again tomorrow, baling again. I'm hoping to video that if everything goes right. I sure do appreciate Jasper Tractor letting me demo this and try it out to see what size I'd need eventually. Sure was good of them to do that. If y'all will, check them out. I'll put their description stuff in here at the end. You can go on their website and check them out. They sell mini excavators, lawnmowers, skid steers, hay equipment, tractors. I mean, you name it, they've got it. They even also are part truck dealership and a camper dealership too. At the Tutton Group is who owns
Their car dealership.
They're affiliate of Tutton Group, and they've got an impressive place over there set up. I mean, you can get about anything on wheels that you need. And they also have side-by-sides. They've got Gravely side-by-sides. So y'all check them out. They're not paying me or nothing. I'm just sure and thankful that they sent me this tractor. I've been wanting to do this for a very, very long time with baling, with these balers, so I could get a for sure idea how much power I needed. I don't know. I may end up going with a 135 over the 120 if we can afford it. Whenever that we get there. I wish I could buy this tractor. I like it so much, to be honest. And they'll have this tractor, as far as I know, is for sale. So if you're interested in this tractor, it should be there and available if you want to purchase it. It is a demo unit. And if not, if they ain't got this one, I'm sure he can get you another pretty quick, or has another. I don't know. But boy, I'm thoroughly impressed. It's really impressed me so far, and I normally can find something that I don't like on a piece of machinery. And if y'all have watched me do reviews for a long time, you can pretty well know that I'll tell you if I don't like something. And I'm just being dead honest. I have not found anything yet that I did not like about this tractor. Now I'm sure after I ran it for a couple hundred hours or something, there's something I could find I didn't particularly care for. But so far, I've ran it now for 2 days, and I can't find anything. I have tried to find something that I could. Oh, wait a minute. I just thought of something. One thing, and it's the same thing I had a problem with my 4710. That's the only cup holders you got. You can use this little cubby down here, but if you want, it does have a drink cooler up here that I showed the other day to keep your drinks in. Stick one in there and it'll kind of keep it cold. I have my bottled water in there just then, and it's cold. So, I mean, it does have that, but it just ain't got really any cup holders in here, and that's one thing that's a little bit annoying. Complaint, that's the only one I've got. That's it. And it's not, I mean, these work with water bottles and stuff, but if you got like a coffee cup or like a coffee mug, like a Yeti cup or something like that, it ain't gonna fit down them holes. But just didn't, that's one thing I guess they just didn't think of, just like on that tractor, they just forgot. But maybe they'll come out with something to where you can fit a decent sized bottle in there and stick it in or something. But other than that, I have not seen anything yet that I can really think of. Maybe after I run in another day or two, there'll be one more thing I can find. I don't know. I've tried, y'all, I really have, and I cannot. Because I always like to try to keep it even, Steven. I like to criticize a little bit and tell you it's good, but so far, I ain't seen the negative. I haven't got to use the lights because I ain't been running it at night, so I don't know if it's got tons of lights on it, so I'm assuming that they're good. But I hadn't really got to use any of that yet. But anyway, thank y'all for watching. We'll be back tomorrow with more with this new 5S. If y'all will, just check Jasper Tractor out. Give them a shout out. If you do call, tell them thank you for letting me do this demo. I sure do appreciate it. Them letting me do this, and it helps me make videos for you guys. Makes something interesting besides just the normal old stuff over and over and over again. At least it's something to talk about anyway, you know. So we'll see y'all next time.
See ya.
Oh, they're over here.